longtime Scottsbluff resident, father, and businessman has been selected to fill the vacant seat on the Scottsbluff Public School Board of Education. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. And our top story, following a series of questions to 4 applicants, Robert Polk was selected to succeed Ralph Paez, who resigned from the Scottsbluff School Board last month. During initial introductions, Polk described his background, which includes 4 years as a school counselor in Savannah, Georgia, becoming a stay-at-home father, and starting a successful local tree care company, and he explained why he wanted to fill the vacancy.
Probably raising 7 children, close in age, and coming from a school background, I think my experience would lend itself to listening to concerns and hearing concerns of parents and students and staff, because I've been a parent and have students in the school system, and I've been a staff member at large public schools.
The panel of applicants, which included Brian O'Bannon, Matt Fleming, and Dr. Tyson Lamberson, were interviewed in a manner similar to that of a candidates forum. Board President Scott Reisig announced at the beginning of the interviews that the 2 other applicants, Dr. Catherine Carrizales and Kimberly Johnson, had decided to withdraw their names after further consideration of their existing commitments and those required of the position. Well, preparations continue towards a major repaving project of the main runway at Western Nebraska Regional Airport, proceeding towards a July start date. The latest round of airport improvement grants released last month included just over $12 million towards the project, with the airport's remaining share of just under $1.4 million. Airport Director Raul Aguayo explained to KNEB News where that money will come from.
The board did give us the permission to bond the project, so we're borrowing $1.4 million, and when it's all scrapes out, we're actually going to have to pony up another like $1,700 out of our pocket. But we were right there on the money with what we needed.
He said the official start date for the project is July 17th, but contractors have indicated that if the funds were received early,
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens. Brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
Welcome back. A Chadron native working as a sheriff's deputy in Wisconsin was shot and killed Saturday during a drunk driver stop about 60 miles east of Minneapolis. Chadron radio station KCSR reports that 29-year-old Katie Leasing received emergency aid from passerbys but was pronounced dead at a hospital. The man who shot her, 34-year-old Jeremiah Johnson, took his own life with a self-inflicted gunshot wound around 1 hour later. Leasing, who is a 2012 graduate of Chadron High School who still has family in Chadron, moved to Wisconsin last year after serving 2 years as a deputy in the Black Hills. Well, a new restaurant is set to open inside a recently opened business. Qdoba will open in the recently completed Essential Fuels on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Adam and Taylor Gallus, who already operate the Witch inside of the Essential Fuels on the east edge of town, will be operating the Qdoba as well. Adam says they're looking to hire about 30 people for the new store, which will be open daily from 10:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. And the official grand opening date is still to be determined. And ag producers seeking to get an early start with field irrigation will soon see water running in main and lateral canals. Pathfinder Irrigation District officials say while the process of filling Lake Minnetonka will continue to the end of May or early June, water will begin to flow in the Lowline Canal and laterals starting May 10th. An early water run of about 15 days is expected to start between the 12th and 15th, depending on clearing of the canals, irrigator demand, and water levels in the lake. While the water supply outlook is adequate and the Bureau of Reclamation expects a full supply this year, district officials are encouraging irrigators to manage and conserve as much water as possible.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Fox Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
For this week's featured pet of the week, we meet Ridley, a 4-month-old terrier pit bull mix who's been at the Panhandle Humane Society for several weeks now. Staff says Ridley is one heck of a pup and will do anything for a toy. Her adoption cost is $200, and that includes her spay, microchipping, and all vaccinations. Plus, whoever adopts the sweet pup will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card to start spoiling her right away.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, a senior at Gering High School is getting lots of recognition this week after becoming the first ever dual graduate from GHS and Western Nebraska Community College. This week, senior Keelan Hawley was honored at a ceremony to be the first Gering student to earn their diploma and associates at the same time. Principal Mario Chavez says the district couldn't be more proud for this milestone.
Very monumental moment for us. I hoped for this day 4 years ago when we started this process, and we have our very first dual graduate. So very proud of this young man and the accomplishments and the sacrifice that he made to get to this point.
Hawley focused on the diesel tech pathway and says the intense work he's put in over the past few years was all worth it as he reaches the finish line.
I'd also like to thank all my family and friends for supporting me through my journey as a college and high school student. It's been a fun journey and it's been difficult, but it's been worth it. So I'd just like to thank you all for that.
Hawley has been working with Floyd's Truck Center as part of the Diesel Tech program, and he says he'll continue working there after his graduations later this month. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.